Good morning. We're just about to begin our meditation. So for the next few seconds, maybe a minute or so, I just invite you to begin to make that not so subtle shift from human doing to human being. The human doing that woke up and however number of times we needed to hit the snooze, get ready, do the usual morning stuff, and then realize once again that we are here to make yet another connection with Source, Spirit, the God of our understanding. And in that preparation, I invite you to just join me in a couple of deep and gentle breaths, because with the breath, our body is bringing in newness carried by the oxygen. So breathe deeply once with me. Hold it for just a second and then let it go. Isn't it wonderful that there is a source within us, part of what God does, that remembers us to breathe? That's the source that we're here to experience today. That part of divinity that we were born with came equipped. So as you choose to close your eyes or just remain a steady gaze, join me in yet another deep and gentle breath, bringing in the energy and the peace and the love of this room that was Spirit waiting for us to show up. And on the exhale, just release anything that your body is telling you. You know what I'm doing, what I'm saying. These are the holidays. Today we continue to make that consciousness shift from the word holidays to holy days. For in these days, we are here to acknowledge and celebrate the message of each and every religious or spiritual path to a connection with the divine. Love is spoken here. And when the human doing begins to rise up, we remember that Spirit, God, Force, that which you have chosen to trust is really in charge here. And as we bring this year to a close and start to look upon how we have been blessed by what we have experienced in the last trip around the sun, I invite you to bring to mind one breakthrough, one experience of love having cast out fear. And as you examine that experience, remind your perfectly imperfect human self that whatever difficulty led up to it was indeed a gift. And in the experience of love casting out something fearful, find how it has illuminated the next step of your personal path to a greater connection with spirit within and without. What was the lesson? What was the gift? During this time where peace on earth goodwill toward all is once again in the forefront. With whom or with what situation would you choose today to create a greater level of goodwill? Something that you may wonder if it would interfere with the celebration of the holiday, and acknowledge that your application of what we learn and love here shall remove any power that would take you away from that which has happened in the past and is destined to be over this year. You have plenty of time. In Christianity, the coming into the world of Jesus of Nazareth, of the house of David, is celebrated. We celebrate, of course, the man, but we also celebrate the message. And the overriding message is love one another. So this morning, I declare and accept that every soul in this room will make a connection with someone else and simply exercise loving one another. And as our time comes to a close, I invite you to once again take a deep and gentle breath. Remember what this room looks like. Kind of rub your feet along the ground. Gently open your eyes. And look for another face that you can see the presence of love upon. Namaste.
Tom, are you doing okay? What? I recall, and I'm sorry about that. I know about weeks. You know, I'm doing fine. Yeah, Pickles had a rough morning, so I was going as fast as I could, but there's only, there was things that had to be taken care of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we have a 16, 17-year-old. We're not sure, 6 years old.
Yeah,
Husky.
I have to say, I love that dog. I've met your dog.
Well, you met our dog. This is our daughter's fiance. They live with us.
Oh.
In Distance.
I'll tell you, I get the feeling you guys should just write a book
Why? What about?
just about yourselves.
I don't want to say. Nobody wants.
It's part heartwarming, part comedy, part horror.
That's life. That's a book about life, not us. Everybody.
Let's see here. Where'd Clay go? Anyway, I got here. I got here just too late, after the meditation had started, and I thought it would be dumb to come in the middle and start playing music. I thought that would. Oh, great. Clay for the win.
Yeah, you're good. You can do anything in a heartbeat, so you don't have to worry about it. You're like, Jackson Brown's my cousin.
And I got your message. I just figured Tom didn't want to do it at this point. It's too late.
It's too late. It's too late. We just have too many.
Yeah.
8,000 other good.
Yeah.
Every musician I know is playing 3 gigs next weekend. Like,
Not me.
We played Home Trio Hall at this thing we did. I told you about.
Oh vitamin D on my face. Okay. Good morning, everybody. I'm just feeling the spirit in the room. I figure I can just flap my gums and say whatever comes to my mind. That has not always worked out for me. But you have to assume that that's what you're supposed to do. This is Bob over here. I'm not even going to introduce him yet because as soon as I cue him, he starts bossing you around, and we don't want to let that dog off the leash yet. What a great privilege. I started playing music here a long time ago now. How long ago was that? 12, 13 years ago? I don't know. But one of the first couple people I met was Tom and Krista Agostino. It turned out to be just so lucky I met them, and they're here today. And we love them. And Tracy is back, and she's back. I'm going to say she's at 100%. Ready to rock it and have Spirit speak through her to all of us and give us something that goes, oh yeah, I forgot that, or I never thought of it that way. Something that's gonna be useful to us on this journey. Anyway, what else? What else, Bob? Anything else? Mel is the practitioner, and that dude, if you missed I missed his meditation today on account I had to take care of my dog Pickles. It depends on your definition of okay, but he's the best. Yeah. But anyway, so I missed Mel's meditation, but if you've never been to a Mel meditation, I highly encourage you to do so, because he's so plugged into the celestial realm. That's all I can say about him. He's amazing. And who else is amazing is Bob. We love Bob. And we're going to do this song called Spirit is in This Place. And this is a song that calls forth the Spirit to help this room be connected to Spirit as well for all of us as we go through this service. One of my favorite lines in this song is, "We have come here as we are." There's no need to put on a front of something you're not, or be more spiritual than you actually are, or whatever. And let's breathe that in, that we just are who we are. And thanks for accepting me as I am, everybody, and back at you. Bob, did you boss them around already? Can you put a little more in that my wedge for me, man? Clapping is okay. Not mandatory. We come together as a family. We come here as we are. We have come with arms wide open. We have gathered here in love. Oh, Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this place. Spirit is in this place. We raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirit's in this place. We sing in celebration. That sounds so good. We sing with words of prayer. We affirm our life is sacred. We declare that peace is shouts of praise. Spirits in this place. Let's sing that again, everybody. Well, spirits in this place. You make it so. Spirits in this place. Spirits in this place. Raise the roof with shouts of praise. Spirits in this place.
Can you hear me? There we go. Good morning. I'm so happy to be here. I've been gone for a couple weeks, recovering from surgery, doing a lot of meditating, a lot of contemplating, because that never shuts off, and chasing kids and taking care of parents. And I am so happy to be back. I missed this beloved community, my community, and each and every one of you. And I hope you had a great Thanksgiving potluck. I'm sorry we couldn't be here. But we have a great celebration planned for December 21st, so mark your calendars. We're going to do the whole practitioner leadership team, those that were available. We're going to do a joint candle lighting service, and it's going to be really lovely, and I'm very excited about it. And then we'll have finger foods, so bring your favorite finger foods. My favorite finger foods is sugar cookies, and we get to frost them and then eat them. That's my favorite finger food, is cookies. Anyway, so looking forward to that. That one we will be a part of. And Mel is our practitioner of the day, and he comes all the way from Sedona and sacrifices a lot to be here. So we're so grateful for Mel and his consciousness and how he uplifts us. Let's give Mel a big warm hug, shall we? A couple of things. I am still doing the podium class after service today. So if you have a desire to charismatically express yourself and learn how to do an invocation and a reading, please join us. It's not going to be very long, maybe half hour, 45 minutes at the most. Depends on your questions and your understanding. And you see it every Sunday. It's not really that difficult. It just takes a desire and a will and to build a new skill, right? Yeah. And overcome some nerves. I ain't going to lie. It is a little nerve-wracking sometimes. But your community loves you. So if you stand up here, they're going to love and support you. For those of you online, welcome. We're so grateful. I am deeply humbled to be here. I show up as myself, and I am free to be that. And that is our teaching, that you are free to show up as you and your true, authentic self. And so let us just settle into that truth together today while we're here. And as I stand here as myself, I invite you to meet yourself fully today by leaving everything before this moment outside, any bills that are due, any troubling times about holidays, any even joys or fears. It's all personality stuff. We just put it down, and I promise you can pick it back up when you walk out the door. But Spirit is just inviting us to be fully present and enjoy all aspects of our talk today. I did hear something that I wanted to share with you to bring a little perspective to the talk. I was watching some videos last night, and Mike Tyson says to this podcaster, the guy says, oh, your new company, you're trying to make essentially a world that works for everyone. And Mike says, well, I don't know how you could do that without making one that works for yourself. And it kind of sounds like something we would say, right? And he says to the guy, I just know that if my neighbor needs me, I'm going to be there for them. If someone needs a car, I'm going to try to be there for them. And I'm using my company to support one person at a time. And he said, well, what about the world? What do we do about the world right now? And he said, have you ever tried to hug the world? Try to hug the world. You can't, but you can hug the person next to you. You can speak kindness. You can speak joy. You can radiate joy. You can bring yourself to the party. And that's all that this teaching is about, is bringing yourself to the party and allowing it to transform you, your pains, your sorrows, your beliefs, which turn into truths. And that's what I just wanted to share, that profound insight. And that's what our practitioners do, is they help you look at those beliefs that have turned into truths, sometimes so subtle we don't even know we're living and working them. And so they are tuned in to hear that on the chalkboard and to give you a little direction to take into your life for you to do the transformation and the change. So we're so deeply grateful for that skill that you've developed over the years that you have been available to people. And I highly encourage you to meet with Mel or one of our practitioners just to send you off on a good day, which you can do afterwards for our 3-minute prayer. And so when the talk is over, we will, I can't ring, I do have a bell, yes. We'll ring the bell, and then that'll just mean it's time to exit and go enjoy some light refreshments, and then leave the sanctuary and the, stillness for us to meet with those that need prayer. It's very important for us to have that moment. Prayer is our everything in our community. So welcome to Prescott CSL. We love you so much. We are so glad that you are here. And I love you deeply. And I love you.
And you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, good morning. Oh, we said it, he played it, and we'll say it again. Spirit is in this place, waiting for us. Divinity seeks itself. And what I know and accept for all of us is that there is something in this room where love is spoken, where each and every soul shall take from the next moments of what we call time an idea that will change a thought into something beautiful. That's what Spirit does. And Spirit is not only out there, we came equipped with it. And the work is only about developing that relationship. And that's how we call forth God. And so it is.
This is a Michael God song. And I was just up at, I just got to say this, I was just up at the Garchin Center, and if you've never been there, I highly recommend it. You know it, off of Perkinsville Road. And they have a 37 step path, 37 of them. And one of them said something to the effect, when people speak ill of you, be so grateful, for they are a blessing. And I was like, oh, I failed at that. But it's a reminder that, and this song could be playing by that stone, because because it says there's only love, and remember that there is only love, not like there's only love when you're around the dinner table with your family and friends having a good time, or there's only love when you're with your dog. There is only love ever. Sing along. In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am. Letting fear and worry fall away from me. I open my eyes and see there is only when I lose myself, or when I feel I've lost my way, when I go inside and quiet my mind, I hear Spirit gently say, there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. There is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets me free. There is only
Love that heals, love that sets me free. This Jewish kid from Upper Sandusky, Ohio, has learned so much about what the word Christ is about. Christ is a universal notion. Christ is everywhere. Christ is the life principle of everything. From Holmes, be still and know that I am God. I am the Christ, the Son of the living God within me. I am the principle of peace within me. Now, Jesus of Nazareth is nowhere reported as saying, I am the Savior of the world. Nowhere. In the texts of his teachings that have survived to this day, he says, I am the light of the world. In Science of Mind, we say, I am the great example, and I am learning that as I go. Holmes believed Jesus to be a human who realized the Christ principle perhaps more greatly than any other. But that principle, the embodiment of spiritual principle in creation, is present everywhere, and every individual can recognize and live from it. We're all invited to be part of the greater things than these that he said to those who came after him would do. We don't need to raise the dead or walk on water. We only need to shed our false and limiting beliefs about who and what we are and live the truth of our divine nature. In every exchange with another person, we have the choice to be compassionate and generous, or we can choose not to see the light of God within the person we face. Being the light of the world can be as simple as that. Are we willing to examine our patterns of thinking and behavior and release ourselves from the limitations we've accepted? I think so. Namaste. Oh, candle lighters, would you guys come forward? The Center for Spiritual Living Prescott, guided by the science of mind, acknowledges the diverse faiths and spiritual traditions that enrich our world. Each belief system offers a distinct understanding of the mysteries of existence and a unique connection with the divine. Lighting these candles symbolizes our collective reverence for the diverse paths humans take in search of meaning and purpose. In this shared moment, we affirm and celebrate the multiplicity of the human experience and begin by lighting a candle for Christianity based on the teachings of Jesus the Christ, who taught the path of love, forgiveness, and healing by the presence within. For Islam and its teaching and belief in the one and only God, creator of the heaven and the earth. For Judaism, a community of shared laws, traditions, and family ties which began with a covenant between Abraham and God. For Buddhism, the middle path of non-attachment that ends suffering. For Hinduism, the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. For the traditions of indigenous people everywhere and their close and sacred connection to the earth, sky, and waters. For Baha'i, the path of unity and peace. For all the goddess traditions, celebrating the power and wisdom of the feminine energies, including nature and nurture. And for the science of mind, a philosophy of life that teaches there is a power for good in this universe and we can use it. So will you join me now and set that in motion by remembering out loud with me, I am here for God. My purpose is to express the nature of God as love, abundance, and joy in everything I do. The good I seek for myself is what I desire for all people everywhere, and so it is.
Good morning. So nice to see you here.
So we're going to do a song about two homeless guys living under a bridge in Key West. It's called Christmas in Paradise. Davy found a Christmas tree behind Kmart last night. Red ribbons and silver bells, angels dressed in white. He tied it to a bridge so passing cars could see. He did a little dance up there. He looked down and smiled at me. Well, my bed is a lawn chair. Cushions keep it soft. I sleep in the open air under the Southern Cross. Next to the golf course by the Hyatt Hotel. Well, Davy, he's a friend of mine.
Yeah, we get along pretty well.
It's Christmas in paradise under the Cowkey Bridge, where the warm breeze blows so nice and the landlord forgives. Christmas in paradise under the Cowkey Bridge, where the warm breeze blows so nice and the landlord forgives. Well, snowbirds on the golf course, they wear Bermuda shorts and polo shirts. Some play pretty good, some play so bad it hurts. We pick up their golf balls that fly over the fence. We shine them up just a little bit. We sell them back for 50 cents. It's Christmas in paradise under the Cowkey Bridge, where the warm breeze blows so nice and the landlord forgives. Christmas in paradise under the Cowkey Bridge, where the warm breeze blows so nice and the landlord forgives. Well, I won't lie, we just get by, but we'll be eating good tonight. Christmas dinner's at 5 o'clock over at the Church of Life. They don't ask who you are, they don't ask what you done. So come on down and bring a friend.
Yeah, there's plenty for everyone.
It's Christmas in paradise under the Cowkey Bridge,
Where the warm breeze blows so nice
and the landlord forgives. Christmas in paradise under the Cowkey Bridge, where the warm breeze blows so nice and the landlord forgives. Radio plays Christmas songs while we get high. Davy shouts
Merry Christmas, y'all.
to the cars passing by. And Davy shouts
Merry Christmas, y'all. Oh, Merry Christmas.
to the cars passing by. Christmas in paradise.
Here we go. Well, hello again. Oh, it's nice to sit and plant yourself in the ground of being and to really contemplate and to settle in, because it doesn't matter how many times you do this, you still get a little nervous, your personality still gets a little, my tummy gets a little queasy, and Tracy always wants to, our personalities always have these things where we want to impress, we want to shine through, we want to make sure it lands, we want to fill up the sanctuary, we want it to be overflowing, and Spirit always reminds me, that's not your job. You're the whole kit and caboodle is the talk today, but making things get done is not your job. Your job is to do things and to set the tone for Spirit to fill and to vibrate at a certain frequency, so that we are sending out that signal or that beacon that we're ready for all of our needs to be met. And this statement, all of our needs are met, it's a statement that I've been pondering and really thinking about, and sometimes you say things before you believe them, quite honestly. Sometimes you got to say them a lot until the grace of the beloved just marries it into your being, and then you are the needs that are met. And that we all bring ourselves, our highest and true selves, to the party. And we also bring this aspect or this part of us, our personalities that show up here looking and seeking. And one of the things that I recognized, that brought me to, oh, Tracy, you're the whole kit and caboodle. And guess what? So are you. I'm pointing. This is a lecture. No. Was that who I am is good enough, because that's how God made me. That there's no mistake that you or I could make that makes you unlovable. People might unlove you from their point of perspective or wounds or challenges, but you yourself are worthy because you were born into the fishbowl of consciousness as an aspect of the beloved. And how would that beloved put you here, test you, call you a sinner, make you think that you're not good enough, and all of these things that we're constantly and diligently trying to overcome? Being the whole kit and caboodle means you're perfect just the way you are. That you make mistakes, and so do I. And that we are still lovable, and that we are still swimming in the fishbowl of consciousness. And as we move through life, we acquire certain habits or conditions or beliefs. Beliefs are an interesting one, because as we seek, what we're really seeking is to look at what we are identifying as a truth for our own life. And that beliefs, the broad one, someone said this morning, I can't remember what it was, things always happen, and I go, Things always happen, but in that connotation, negative things always happen. And that becomes a belief. And we spout these sayings and these things, we spout them off like they're just things that we learned, or we conceptualize, things that happened. And you rarely hear, everything's great and going well as a belief. You very rarely hear that. Because usually it's someone looks at you, especially from our belief, and then you're like, oh, no, but everything's really good. I'm just saying, this is what happened, but everything's really good. And we then deny the discordant fact that we can't turn away from until we've looked at it. And so what I've recognized in my life, that I have been othering God. I have been othering the beloved like it is outside of me, seeking, running, chasing, reading, learning, like I was going to get something out in the world instead of in here in the heart of the beloved. The world is beautiful because it is a constant mirror. Ernest Holmes says this, that the mirror thinks back the thoughts of the thinker. And I've come to even understand that quote a little bit deeper, that the world is beautiful not because there's magnificence in it, not because there's terror in it, not because we get a new mala. Not because the beautiful children represent abundance, not because the roses that bloom out front, but because you are always getting back from the world your core belief and vibration. And I hate that for you, and I love it for you. I hate that for you because sometimes it can really, 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 excuse my words, suck. Because it shows us where we have gone off the path and into the personality trying to get to know God. I realize that I have a really hard time surrendering. And I said recently to my teacher, I don't really think I know what God is. I think I've been lying for a long time. We know he's not the grandpa. See, you catch it? I know that there's energy. I know that you want me to sit and meditate and my thoughts are running and rolling around in my head and all of these ideas come. And so I know that everything in the world is an object. Everything in the world is an object, and the true ground of being is a subject. The true self, the highest self. And I point here because we go inward and I go, even that is a distortion to me, because what is in here? A heart, lungs, blood. No, what we are pointing at is to the consciousness of being, and that when we recognize that God is not in the world, and that as long as we are seeking, we are othering. But when we lay down the journey, the struggle, which it's hard, okay? It is hard. It's hard for me as a person. It is hard in this job. It is hard at home with family. It is hard. And I recently read a paper by one of my practitioners that was a reflection on death. And it made me recognize you are being itself, and this body is impermanent, and therefore the world and everything in it is impermanent. But we give credence to it like it's real. Because all of our senses, our taste, our touch, our hearing, we are constantly bombarded, and we spend more time in the world. And what the goal is to be in the world and to address the things. We are here. Acceptance is number one. Hey, I'm here. I don't know about you, but my spiritual journey in some way, as I was othering God, was looking for a way out. I was looking for enlightenment as a way out, that I wouldn't have to face the anguish and the pain and the suffering that I have been stuffing down for years and years and years, that I know built the core beliefs and the values, and some of them lived as truths that I couldn't even recognize, which, quite frankly, I don't know about you, but I cry in the shower. And sometimes I would just cry, and I would think to myself, what in the heck is going on? I've been a good person. I've studied. I became a minister. I mean, what else could I give you? And you know what the voice said? I don't need anything from you. I need nothing. What do you need from me? My grace. Grace. Grace that helps me see the ground of my being. Grace that lifts me up when I think that I have failed. What do you need? Are our needs othering God? Are our needs becoming more important? And when I say our needs, are we focusing so much on our troubles and wanting God to answer them, othering God? And I don't know about you, but when I was young, I remember the lesson, and I think it's in the Bible somewhere. I don't know. But when you, let me see if I can vernacularize this for you. But when, it's kind of like saying, okay, God, prove it to me. You're not getting me in my surrender until you prove to me who you are. And God said, oh, the self, the highest self. There is no sacrifice. The sacrifice is silly. You're already everything that you're looking for. You're already perfect, whole, and complete. Not the personality self, not the body mind. And as we talked about death, I recognize, we celebrate when a baby comes into this world, don't we? We all go to the hospital, we bring gifts and toys and joy. And when somebody exits the world, it's the one thing that we're the most afraid of is dying. It's the one thing that God, the beloved, the creator, the thing that I other, showed me, you can't surrender because you are afraid that you are wrong about everything, even me. Surrendering is completely giving up the idea that you are wrong. How could you be wrong if I created you? If you were created in the likeness, in the image, you have used your life and the world and your circumstances, and you're falling and you're getting up. But take a look at your life and how much you have overcome, and stop paying attention to the ways that you have failed and making it mean something about you. It means nothing about you. It means you tried something, and guess what? It didn't work. Put your big girl pants on and go do it again. And stop boo-hooing. Okay, a little spot for compassion, self-compassion. But in my days of victimization, I don't know about you, but I've lived a good victim. I wanted the hug. And that's what I saw was in my othering. I would think about God. I think about a warm hug, like a mother's hug. Like that hug you can't get from anybody else but your mom. You can go looking for it in drugs and sex and people and jobs and malas and whatever, but you are really just looking for that hug for the beloved so that you can stop othering and face yourself and go, you know what, I'm not perfect, but this is me. And I had on the paper today, because this is what came out of my contemplation, I remain myself. Not Tracy, that's what makes Tracy good enough. That the self, the beloved, the thing itself that Ernest Holmes is always talking about is that we are not here to remember, we are here to recognize. We are not here to prove to other people we are good enough. We are here to realize that you are good enough before the world, before the first thought, before the birth, after the death, that you are that thing itself, looking for itself, through classes, through study, through church. And I'm so grateful that you're here othering because I get to talk to you about it. But what I want more is for you to be here in community, knowing who you are and bringing that vibration and that consciousness and bringing that upliftment and bringing that totality of who you are and watching the explosion come. And that we don't live from fear or worry. Yeah, I've had my days. You don't think I go home and think about, I wait for the totals on Thursday. I have Dee, the office manager, send me how many was here, how much we got. And that's why I've decided to share this slide with transparency, not just for you, so that I can stop othering. So I can go, look at all of our needs being met. Our needs are not just about money. Our needs are not just about people. I don't care if there's one person here. It's a reason for me to show up. Because one person opening up and seeing themselves and remaining themselves changes the whole world, because there is only one, recognized as many. And we are being led around by the nose by our mistakes and our faults and our blaming and our shaming and our you shoulds and you shouldn'ts. And you know what? I don't want that anymore for myself or for you. This is a house that Spirit built. This is a place for you to remember and to recognize that you are not broken. You are not your body. You are not your mind. You are not your thoughts. Actually, the mind doesn't even exist. Show me where it is. Show me. Where is it? I used to point to my brain because that's where all the thoughts, I thought they all rambled from. Nope. Science has proved your thoughts do not come from your brain. Your brain is the computer that needs a command. Your thoughts, accumulative, in science of mind we call it the race consciousness. We tap in tune, and then we align vibrationally to the ones of how we feel about ourselves, and then we wonder why they're there. Ooh, where did that one come from? I don't really like that one too much. And then we try to push them away instead of feel them. We have to feel our way to the next level. And it is hard. It is difficult. It is challenging. But we can do hard things. You are here. That's a hard thing. You left a philosophy, for those of you that had them before this, because something felt off, because something didn't seem quite right, because you wanted freedom, autonomy. You wanted to know yourself. You wanted to know yourself better. You wanted to know yourself whole and complete. Surrender is not an act. I've tried, believe me, doesn't work. Because when you wake up the next day and the personality is there again, you're like, oh, I don't think I want to surrender today. Surrender is not an act. Surrenderness is of giving yourself back to yourself in a totality of trust and truth. And when you see the absence of something, you see the discordant thought of something, you see something that isn't quite right, it doesn't mean there isn't boundaries and conversations and difficult things and that people are going to be up and they're going to be down. Of course, because that's the nature of the person. I have never been in a community where there isn't discord. Ever. The idea isn't perfection. The idea is you can't hug the world, so hug your neighbor. Be yourself. Tell the truth. Courage is a virtue. Not your truth like you should or you shouldn't, but the truth. I see you. I love you. I don't always understand you. I want to get to know you more. I want to really look at you and see your pain and feel it with you. I want to know more about you than why you are here. I want to understand the depth of your consciousness. You are consciousness, awareness, the subject, seeing everything, creating it as you go. Your reality and my reality are different because I was conditioned differently than you. Tracy personality can't be Beverly personality. But what Tracy personality can do is take a good long darn look at herself and ask her, what is moving you forward on the path into surrender, and what is taking you away from it? And what we do here is we offer classes so that you can look at yourself in a gentle and kind way. But if you aren't gentle and kind to yourself, it isn't going to be gentle and kind. But what a good teacher, a good practitioner, a good minister does is we spot that little discordant thing that you're doing to yourself. And then we try to call you on it a little bit. And then sometimes a little argument will ensue, by the way, because I have fought for my limitations. I've told you, Reverend Cheryl has kept me at IHOP up till 5 in the morning with me fighting with her on why I should be sad. And then I recognize sadness is something that is stored in the body from things that you have believed about yourself that aren't true. Somebody has told you that they're true, and you took it on. Now, you know what I discovered in the 2 weeks of contemplation? I am the peacekeeper. In all of my relationships, the peacekeeper. As a middle child, that multiplies it. But as the peacekeeper, I'm always trying to protect you from your feelings and don't give a crap about mine. And therefore, then I lack integrity and I'm not incongruent with my highest and best self. And that I had to learn that disappointing people isn't a Tracy problem. The Tracy problem is not telling the truth about the current situation and finding a way to do it and not being afraid to do it. And I ask you where in your life that might be happening for you too. Maybe that isn't your problem. Maybe there's something else. But if you're here, you're seeking. If you're seeking, you're othering. And if you want to surrender into the divine and feel your wholeness, that is up to you. And that journey, it is a difficult one, but not an impossible one, because we see beautiful teachers on this planet like Ernest Holmes that are pointing us to the truth. They can't lead us there. They can point, they can show you the map, they can tell you the way, they can tell you what to do. But if you are like me and procrastinate and you want to find a way to do it the easy way, that's what I said to my teacher this week. I was like, he's like, Tracy, you got to do the scientific method. You have to observe yourself. You will not learn anybody. You have been spent your whole life trying to find the people that are good at what you're not good at and letting them do it so you don't have to make a mistake. But the truth is you're always going to be led around by your nose. Who can identify with that? So what you have to do is, if you want liberation, if you want to surrender, if you want to know God as you, you've got to do the work. No more shortcutting. Anybody tell me that taking the easy way actually led to an easy way? No, it doesn't. I've done it time and time and time and time again. I tried to do it all the way through ministerial school by saying that I can't do it. And the truth is, I had to ask myself, do you really want this? That's the question that I will end and leave you with. And this quote, that I really want to tie everything together. But the question is do you really want, or what do you want? Why do you come here? What are you hoping for? What do you want to take away from the talk? What uplifts you in the morning? Do you give yourself the 5 minutes, the 10 minutes? Do you do the self-inquiry? Do you look at the core beliefs? Or are you waiting for someone to tap you on the shoulder? Bing, you're awake now. Trust me, I've looked at a lot of teachers trying to find the bing. It doesn't work that way. But what does work is the generosity that you give yourself, the love that you show yourself, and the ways you lack love for yourself is the world that you are creating. And that's what makes the world beautiful, is that it's always reflecting back to you how you treat yourself. And if you don't like the reflection, change the thought. Change the idea. Start to look at the beliefs that you've been living as truth and broaden your consciousness, grow up the energy scale, and watch the world change, and you don't have to do a darn thing. The world isn't here for you to change. The world is here to reflect back to you how you have transformed. And we, as a philosophy, are here to help you and aid you in doing that by offering. So that's why 2026 is going to be the year of education. We are getting back to our roots, and every quarter we'll be offering a class, and I really encourage you to test your theory for yourself. The journal sheets today are on the scientific method of self-inquiry and getting to some of your core beliefs, and I encourage you to take it all the way to the end to see what pops up for you. And when I was told to do this, and by the way, I've been told for the last 3 years to do it. And when my teacher finally said to me, "Hey, ain't no one doing this for you. You got to do it for yourself." And I finally took him serious, and I saw something, and I started to follow it, and all the feelings came and the suppressed emotions, and man, it was hard. And yes, I cried, but you know how free I felt stepping into me, into myself, into who I am. And I see that in you, and I know it for you. Everything is here for your growth. Some days we'd happily return that beautiful present unopened, yet even in the resistance, something deeper is calling you, and that's what I'm asking you to focus on today. That's what I'm saying to you, for us to stop lying to ourselves. And when the mind stops insisting it's in charge and begins to relax into something deeper, life and even death become easier to bear. Doing nothing often creates the most work in the long run. But I'll reiterate, we can do hard things. We can do hard things together. We were built for this. Not to become better people, but to recognize the being that never needed improvement is who you really are. And so it is. Oh, we're just going to ground that in prayer. We recognize that there's that one being, that one truth, that one essence, the truth of who we are, that we are in its presence. Its presence isn't in us. That it is the answer and the question. It is desire and the fulfillment. It is, so therefore you are. Nothing need to be said after that. But because the mind loves big, flowery explanations, I'll give you one. You are enough. You are enough because the indwelling spirit is who you really are. You are enough beyond all limitations, beyond worlds, beyond objects, because you create the objects. You are the subject itself. As we drop the pretense and we act and move from our being, from our state of awareness, we see how we've been hiding from ourselves, and we step openly into the sun and let it shine on us, knowing that we are good enough. It doesn't matter what anyone said, says, does. The recognition of truth is yours to have. And it lifts you up, and it encourages you, and it fulfills you and tells you you're on the right path by that essence of being and joy. And we follow that as the breadcrumbs, and we leave everything behind. And when life gets difficult, and it does, we step into the truth, and we see that we are living from a discordant lie, that we start to investigate, and we trace it all the way back to its root and pull it up and see that once it is done, that we are growing flowers and pulling weeds, and that we are growing and becoming and loving and joyful. And that's what this community is. It's the embodiment of that. And as we get that, we grow. As we get that, we magnetize. As we get that, we attract. We don't need to go look for anybody. They find us because of who we are. Who are you being in this community is the answer to all of the needs are met. They are met because you know who you are. They are met because we have proclaimed this today. They are met because that is the truth of our being, and we stand on it, and we will not move. We will watch it grow. We will watch it flourish, and we will see, then prove to ourselves that surrender is the givingness of spirit to itself in fulfillment and totality. I claim this, I know it, I am it, and so are you, and I release it into the law. I refuse to pull it back, and I claim it as our own, and so it is.
This is a song by a group called The Beatles. Y'all know this one? Let's let it be together. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Well, let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people standing in the world agree, well, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Well, let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine on till tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music and Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. We're gonna do that one more time. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
I get a little worked up. All right. Well, in the transparency, here's what I want you to know. I have the utmost faith and spirit. I am not afraid. I am not worried. I have no idea, honestly, what's going to happen tomorrow. Who does? Does anybody here know what's going to happen tomorrow? But what I know is that I have a desire, and that desire is allowed to be fulfilled because I desired it. What is your desire for this center? I'm not a mission, I'm just a minister. But I work really hard to find ways to be as transparent with you as possible. And this is about growth. It is really just about proving to myself that Spirit has us and all of our needs are met. And if we look at the opposite side of the coin, oh my God, I'm so worried, what's happening? Then we'll sure to see it. And my fear was to believe that it was possible. That's what came to me. That it was time to give up the fear that this center could be booming. It is possible, and I refuse to move from that space. And if I have led you to believe anything else, you have my deepest and humble apologies, because I know it is possible. I can't make any promises. I'm just inviting you in to the faith that all things are possible through me, not me, myself, the higher self, what I call it, Christ, God. All we have to do is put our attention there and lay down all of the opposite, discordant things. And if you love this community, just lift that up every morning and watch Spirit move. You don't have to take a step. You just have to change your aperture on your camera to see the fullness of Spirit instead of the absence of it. Last week we had 39 people. You saw it, right? I don't have to. There, thank you, Clay. We have a weekly goal of 2,400. We got 1,213. This is increased, by the way. It was 500, so there's the evidence, right? Unexpected income came out of nowhere. Don't know where it's from. $465. So these things are showing up for us. And the total transparency of this is so that you can see Spirit working. And when it works here, it works in your life. That is the meaning and the joy of this slide. That through the beloved, all things are possible. And I surrender to that. And you have my commitment that I will not move from there as a spiritual leader. I don't care what I see. I only know what I know and what has been convicted in my heart. And I invite you into that conviction. Say it with me. Divine love in and through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive. Thank you, life.
A song of hope and love.
A far star shining through a cold night, casting off its small light from so far away, helping to guide us through our dark night, so we won't lose our way. And though it's just a small light, it's part of a rising tide. An angel choir echoing far and wide, and though it's just one note, it's so clear and pure, it's no wonder that I feel this warm glow. On my dark night, casting light before me, to the darkening as I walk down this long road. I know I won't lose my way. And though it's just a small light, it's part of a rising tide. An angel choir echoing far and wide, and though it's just one note, it's so clear and pure, it's no wonder that we feel this far star. It's just a small light. It's part of a rising tide. An angel choir echoing far and wide. And though it's just one note, it's so clear and pure. It's no wonder that we feel this fast on a cold night, and we won't lose our way. Thank you.
Nina's back. We missed her. And she sent me beautiful pictures of the snow, and I was like, I'm so happy that's not me. Because I got out of my car today, and I was like, oh, it's cold out here. Oh, thank you so much for your service. And thank you all for coming today, and I am so deeply honored and blessed that you... I want to say this. 2 years ago, I was at a retreat, and I met two ministers from Oregon. And they had a pipe dream to start a new center and a check for $2,000. And they got their center, their name. I go, God, that must have been the hardest thing. And she said, no, wasn't hard at all. And I was like, oh, I've made it hard in my mind. And 2 years later, they just bought their property to open their center. They had $2,000, and they just bought a property in Oregon. And my thought was, that couldn't have been cheap. But look at what Spirit does. It shows us through examples of other people. So I bring that story to give you hope, because it inspired me that these two beautiful ministers, one who has cancer and is a continual battle, gave themselves, they surrendered to it, and Spirit has fulfilled. We have half the battle. We own the building. So we can believe in the other half. That's kind of easy to me, sort of. But I'm inviting you into that. And so for this, I am deeply grateful. For this, I am overflowing with happiness and joy that you would reach into your pocket and share what Spirit has given to you with us to be here for this beautiful teaching. I am so deeply honored for the gifts, for all of our needs are met is just not about money. It's time, service, it's roads, buildings, houses, food. There is nothing outside of you, so there is nothing absent. And this is a beautiful outpicturing of that Spirit which we are built on. So I say thank you from the bottom of my heart and from the most open space for you that I can be today. Thank you. I am deeply humbled for the sharing of your gifts. And so it is. Thank you. Oh, I'm a little weepy today. Right. Visitors. Do we have any new visitors today? Any new people? All right, well, that's okay. So we maybe have some new people online, maybe somebody that doesn't want to stand up. Maybe we have some angels and devas that have never been here before, and we just can't see them. So we will say hello to them and anyone else. We are open and inviting and loving that energy, and we are rebuilding our new, with Nancy and Sharon, we're going to be working on how we greet new people and our membership applications, and all of that's coming in 2026. So look for that, and so we'll just celebrate that today, and just know that the people that are driving by that think, what are they about? And they're going to come in, and we're going to greet them and hold them and be able to meet them then. So we'll just celebrate in that spirit, that in our practices, we have the outpicturing of people walking in and inquiring as to who we are, and watch Spirit fulfill that vision. It is birthday because it's December. Like, where did November go? It's like almost Christmas, and I am just beside myself because I have an empty tree that I just set up yesterday at home. So, we are going to try to pull out Christmas stuff here later today, and I don't know. We're going to figure it out. But this will be decorated for the 21st. So I am rambling and off track. It is birthday. Is it your birthday? Please stand up. Any December babies? No? All right, well, maybe there's some online, so we're still going to sing, you know?
To the universe. And the birthday cat is here, so you know.
Woo.
Whatever the birthday cat wants, the birthday cat gets. Sing this with me and the birthday cat.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Somewhere, someone was born in December. My son was, so there you go. All right, Jackson, you want to take us out?
Oh, I can't wait.
All right. I don't know how to
boss
take.
them around, Bob. Don't you worry. Let everyone stand up and grab a hand. And we'll say this benediction that's on the screen and then sing our way out of here with the peace song. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. It is happening through my mind, my body, and my affairs. I